Hello, it's Mike Celestino with Laughing Place, and this is part 2 of the Lego Droid Commander Star Wars set. Last time we built R2-D2 here, and we played with him using the app. This time we're going to build the Mouse Droid and the Gonk Droid, and we're going to check out how they work with the app, and here we go. Okay, I've got the app open here to the assembling the mouse droid part, starring Watto. Turn the volume down a little bit, and I'm going to press play there. And we got, it says remove the motor hub from the previous droid, so that's going to be the start of our mission here. And I'm going to get started, take out the motor from R2-D2, and we'll build the mouse droid. Here we go. Okay, I have built the mouse droid, and I want to say first of all that I'm not 100% in love with the way that this looks. I mean, this part is fine, the top chassis part of it, when you look at it from the front or a front-facing angle, it looks fine, but I don't love this huge undercarriage part where the motor sits. It's too white. It doesn't quite match the droid as you see it in the movie. I was kind of hoping they would tuck the motor way up in there into the body of the droid. So that's no good. And also, the backside here is just wide open, and you put this other motor inside there, and it attaches via some pins. I also am still frustrated by the way you have to tuck these cables in underneath. It just feels very, very imprecise to me, and part of what I love about Lego is how precise everything is. Look at how this wire just kind of hangs out here. I could not figure out a better way to neatly tuck it in where it's supposed to be. I mean, I guess you could kind of put it in there where the motor is, so that's a little bit better, but it's still just kind of loosely hanging out here. I don't know. Don't love that part about it, but we're going to open up the app and see how this operates remotely. First I want to show you how they did give you an extra couple pieces to put here where you take R2's sensor out. So this becomes, you actually have to turn a couple of these pieces to make R2's legs not buckle when he's just standing here like this. But then it just becomes an R2-D2 Lego model that would look pretty nice on a shelf. I actually don't mind the way that this looks kind of on its own without any of the motors or wires in it, until you turn it around back and then you see there's just that big empty chasm in there where the motor lived and everything, but that's fine. And like I said, this I might just put on a shelf by itself. It has this gear back here that you can use to manually turn the head back and forth, the dome back and forth. And then yeah, just it doesn't have the third leg anymore, obviously, but that'll look fine if I just put that on display like that. But we're talking about the mouse droid right now. So let me open up the app here and we'll see how this baby operates. So I'm back in Watto's shop here. I just click on these bricks. Again, I gotta turn the volume down again. Okay, so we're at mouse droid. I've already built it. Assembling the mouse droid is done. So build, there we go. Okay, assembling the mouse droid. You have built the mouse droid. Now see what it can do. Complete the coding tutorial to learn the mouse droid's basic functions. Okay. So that's loading. Droid not connected. Alright, so we got to turn on the move hub. So I pick this up like this. Let's see, how do we turn this on? Okay, so this is kind of interesting. It's telling me to pull back the white lever to press the green button to turn on the move hub. And the white lever is, they actually tuck it away behind this kind of swinging guard piece here. So you kind of move that out of the way and then push this piece back. And that's supposed to be turning on the move hub. And I did see the light turn on in there. So that's cool. And then it says connecting on the app. So I like how they kind of disguise that in there, because it's not accessible via your fingers. So you have to, they had to build in a switch in there that you can operate from outside of the inner workings of the droid. All right, now they're going to show me how to construct a command list here for the mouse droid. So we got the play button again, and then there's this movement, and then we'll press play and we'll see what that does. Oh, oh, oh. So that's kind of its little dance, and R2-D2 had that too, and that's just kind of its boot up function when it first greets you. This is going to be a forward movement. Okay, simple enough. So this one is the wave trigger. So it's got this sensor built in on the front here that used to be on R2-D2 that we took off and put on the mouse droid. And so this is going to activate him when I wave. And that just makes him talk, this noise. But the talking, again, is coming out of my phone. It's not actually coming out of the Lego bricks. And then you have the sound trigger to make him activate. So it's just telling me to clap or talk. So that this one is just opening up his right side wing when I make noise. That's kind of neat. And Watto's saying I completed the training here. So I built one more command list here. He's probably going to roll off the table, but this one's going to have him go forward, take a right, go backward, and then take a left. So let's try it. Hey, perfect. He didn't roll off. So that's cool. That's how you build a sequence of commands, and then you press the play button there and he'll follow that. But if you want to replace the play button with the microphone or the visual trigger, you can start the sequence that way. So that's R2-D2 and the mouse droid, and we're gonna do the final droid, which is the Gonk Droid, and then there's another pack of pieces I think is some accessories that the droids can interact with. So I'm gonna move on here. Okay, I'm back in Watto's shop here on the app, and you can see that the two droids I've already built are waiting here for me to give them commands, the mouse droid and R2-D2 there. But we're going to go ahead and click on the bricks here, and we have to build this final droid, the Gonk Droid. Assembling the Gonk Droid, here we go. And I press play here. So first we have to remove the motor from the previous droid, which is going to be the mouse droid. This gives you the option to choose between removing the motor from R2-D2 or removing the motor from the mouse droid. We're going to pick that, and that's going to be my first step as I sit down over here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have finished building the mouse droid, and I gotta say, just based on looks alone and the fun that I had building it, this is my favorite of the 3 droids. Even though it does still have some issues around and back, it's just got a big open panel back here so that the motors can slide in here and here. The wires, though, are much less of a problem with the mouse droid because they tuck in very neatly into this compartment back here. I haven't really had to worry about that at all. But yeah, I just really like the look of this thing. It looks a little lopsided right now, but I think that's because it's just in the middle of a step. You know, and once we get this thing walking, it should kind of like wobble back and forth, I believe. The problem right now that I'm having is, even though R2 looks great without the motor, he looks fine over there. Without the motor, the mouse droid is just scrap metal, basically. There's no wheels, there's nothing for it to really stand on to look good on a shelf. So I'm thinking that once I'm done with everything here, R2 might go on a shelf. I'll keep Gonk Droid with the motor in it so he can walk. I'm pretty sure that's going to look cool when we get that going here in a minute. And then the mouse droid is just going to become Lego parts because there's some useful parts in here. Unfortunately, this is so far my least favorite, but we're going to check out what the mouse droid can do here. Let's see. I'm going to boot up the app again. You've finished building the Gonk Droid. Okay. We move to the next step. Assembling the Gonk Droid. You have built the Gonk Droid. Now see what it can do. Complete the coding tutorial to learn the Gonk Droid's basic function. Loading. Some Arabesh there. Droid not connected. Press the green button to turn on the move hub. Okay, so we gotta open this up. I think it wants me to take this off actually. And we'll reach in here and turn on that button. It's lighting up. Then the top just kind of goes right back on like that. No muss, no fuss. Okay, you can see the light is on there, and then we're going to try some of its moves. Let's see, this is going to do its little dance, so let's get it in the center of the table, and we'll press play here. Okay, that's pretty great. Yep. So this is definitely my favorite of the three immediately. I like these little spinning cogs on the side here. That's pretty neat. My cat's freaking out by this thing. I love how it wobbles back and forth like I thought it might. Let's try some of the other functions here. So we get rid of that. Dump that back down there. And we'll just do the forward movement one. Oh, my cat is checking it out. This is pretty good. I like it a lot. The Gonk Droid might make this whole set worth purchasing. A backwards movement. Let's see. So theoretically, if I wave at it, it should move backwards. Oh, we gotta press this first. Okay. Oh, it wants me to wave at it, and it goes backwards. A couple steps. 3, 4. Okay. Wait, it's still going. That's enough. Don't go off the edge. Okay. And Watto is happy that we have completed our Gonk Droid training. And that's all 3 droids that we've got woken up there. Mission complete. Watto is happy. New droid unlocked. Gonk. So now we've got the mouse droid, R2-D2, and the Gonk Droid all there in the shop. So this is pretty cool here. This is just now a remote control device that instead of building those command strings, the sequences of commands, you can just control the droid this way. So, whoa, move forward, move backward, let's see. Kind of go slowly backwards. Take a right turn. Whoa. And he'll just go forward. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're back out on the streets of Mos Eisley, or Mos Espa, I guess, and we go into the cantina here. And the next thing we gotta do is the Jawa wants us to do the training mission, training arena for the Gonk Droid. And press play there. We've already done that. Gonk is ready. And then we gotta build his little accessories. So that's gonna be the next thing. Build all the props to access the mission. Here we go. Alright, so now I've built these little boxing glove arms for the Gonk Droid and this kind of training dummy thing here, using the final bag of parts. There's also some additional parts to build accessories for the other 2 droids, but we're in the training arena. It says give the arms a try, punch 20 times to complete the mission. So let's try that. It's loading. So it wants us to move the start button, then we go to the green tab, move forward, another start button, and this is, I think it's just talking there. A, B, okay, this is the punching. Let's try that. Oh, I see. So if you have both of these going at the same time and you just hit the green one, it does both of them. And we completed the mission. Yeah, and there's other missions you can do with each droid. There's other accessories you can build. R2 has a little thing you can turn like he's interacting with a door, unlocking the door like you'd seen in the movies. I think the mouse droid has a projectile you can fire. Let's take a look at the box here. Yeah, see, you can see the mouse droid firing projectile at this other kind of training dummy, and then the Gonk Droid, we saw him using the punching arms, and then R2, you can see him here interfacing with this door lock kind of thing. So that's kind of neat, but I think you get the idea, and I don't want to spend all day on this, and it would take a long time to go through every possible mission. So it's good that there's a lot to do. You can also make the saw arm for the droid, for the Gonk Droid, which I'll have to try. But yeah, overall, I think it's a fun set. It definitely is time consuming, not in a bad way. It's a lot of time invested in building these guys and then trying out the app and all the different things you can do. So if you're looking for a gift for a kid who's like robotics minded and is a Star Wars fan, this is a great set to get them, and it'll eat you know, probably a whole weekend of playing with it and, you know, building the droids. And I think my big complaint is it's very annoying, irritating, frustrating to get the motor out of where they sit in each droid and then transferring it to another droid, tucking in those wires, reconfiguring each time. It's a little cumbersome, I guess would be the right word, but if you have the time to play around with it, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, the Gonk Droid was my favorite. R2 is number 2 for me, but I think he's just going to stay a static Lego R2-D2 like this and sit on my shelf just like that. And then like I said, the mouse droid is just going to become parts, because without the wheels, it still looks like the top of a mouse droid, I guess, but he has no wheels. It's just kind of sad looking. So he's going to become Lego parts, and we'll keep the motor and everything in the Gonk Droid. I'll probably try to play around with that a little bit more, build the saw arm and stuff. But yeah, this is a nice set to get for kids who are interested in exploring that kind of thing. This is Mike Celestino with Laughing Place, and thank you so much for watching both these videos. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you real soon. Bye.